think Brooklyn knows Kyrie's coming back. There had to have been something that Kyrie is something behind the scenes, or else Brooklyn wouldn't have made this trade. They wouldn't have traded their whole future for a guy to replace Kyrie Irving if they have no idea if Kyrie's coming back or not. Like, they wouldn't do that because they all they did was just replace Kyrie Irving with James Harden if Kyrie's not coming back, and they trade away their entire future. So Kyrie has to be coming back, or else why would you make that trade? It doesn't take a genius to know that you don't trade your whole future just for a guy to replace some. Like James Harden and Kevin Durant, with the roster they have now, those two guys cannot win because they can't be on the floor 24/7. If Kyrie is there, that can work until someone's contract expires because they can have at least two of those guys on the floor at the same time and kind of rotate them in. So that can work. This trade wouldn't have worked if they don't know, if they have no inside information that, that Kyrie is coming back. If Kyrie comes back, then this trade makes sense. If Kyrie doesn't come back, what the hell are you doing? If Kyrie doesn't come back, then you say, you know what? Screw you, Kyrie. We're going to keep our bench because we have a good bench. They had a good bench. LeVert, Dinwiddie's hurt, but it's Dinwiddie. You keep KD and you sort of build around KD. You don't trade away your entire future for a guy to replace Kyrie because you've gotten worse. You've given away way too much than James Harden's worth.
You would think they've learned their lesson considering they traded away all their picks. Celtics got Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and James Young. Yes, James Young sucked. But Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum could have
best
been
young duo in the league.
On the Brooklyn Nets. Instead, they're like, let's get 37,000-year-old Kevin Garnett, and Paul Pierce. It's a loco move. It's crazy. If they have no idea what Kyrie's doing, if he's not going to come back, like what they gave away for James Harden is not what James Harden is worth whatsoever. It is if I'm a Brooklyn
what
fan,
James Harden is worth, plus the fact that you have three superstars on your team. It's those two combined. The fact that they have three superstars, plus they got James Harden, that's why that trade would be worth it for this season. I don't even think they're going to make the finals, but that's why this trade is going to be worth it. If Kyrie doesn't play, like, why? Why would you give up that much for James Harden? If you have no idea where your max contract point guard is, why would you give away that for James Harden?
He's
to make a trio that doesn't exist.
The organization, and he's off the grid, and they don't know where he is. So
let me tell you what. If Kyrie doesn't come back, whoever the hell is the Brooklyn Nets GM better sure darn hope that James Harden averages 45 a game and Kevin Durant. That's a combination of Durant and Garnett. Kevin Durant can match that. They can average 90 points between the two of them.
Still lose because they don't have a bench.
You also need like
40 minutes a game.
You also need like 15 a game from Timothy Luwawu-Cabarrot and God forbid and then some D League player.
He played well. He played well in the bubble.
And some G League player can get
well
you like
in the bubble.
And then hopefully get some G League player to average you like 2 points a game.
Joe Harris too. I love when they posted the Brooklyn Nets lineup: Kyrie Irving, James Harden, Kevin Durant, Joe Harris, who has his moments, and that their fifth man, Jeff Green. Why did they put Jeff Green on that picture? I was like,
why not DeAndre Jordan?
Why not DeAndre Jordan? Yeah,
because he's like bad. But yeah, I don't know why they put their five.
Bad.
He's bad. But Jeff Green is also bad. He's also like 105. So
another overpaid guy on the roster.
Yeah. So I'm telling you, Kyrie Irving will be done in the NBA after his contract with Brooklyn. Soon. So here's what I'm thinking. It's going to be soon, but if he ends up lasting until his contract expires in Brooklyn, nobody's going to want to sign him. Nobody's going to want him. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Which is why I'm surprised.
Unless you're paying him $1.50.
The only team who would be the Knicks. They would do it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. Well, the Knicks will take anyone. The Knicks will take anyone talented because James Dolan's an idiot and he just wants fans in the seats. He doesn't care how well the team's going to do.